Soul Simmers, my name is Darth Jeswick and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be building on the Springscape lot in Oasis Springs, and this is going to be a house inspired by the house that I bought my character in GTA 5 online. It's one of the houses in Vinewood Hills. This is what it looks like right here. It's not going to be an exact replica. I'm going to take some of my own liberties with it. Like for example, I'm going to use a flat roof instead of the gabled roof like they use in the game, and the backyard is going to be a little bit different just because of how it is in The Sims. Like we don't have a very big lot here. I probably could have put this on a bigger lot, but the house itself is not that big. I think I actually like my version of the backyard better because the backyard in the game is like a split level backyard, so there's like a small deck and then it leads down to the pool. We don't really have that kind of space here on this lot, but I still managed to fit the pool in, and I actually like it up here because then your Sims don't have to constantly walk up and down the stairs to get to the pool. Mostly I was concerned about routing issues. Sometimes stairs can confuse your Sims, so I feel like having it all on one level was just a little bit safer. I'm going to be using these couches from high school years because they kind of look a little musty and a little old, and that's kind of what the vibe of GTA is. Like in this house that I'm building, if you actually went inside and like looked around for a little while, there's like tissues and lotion on pretty much every surface. And I'm not going to get into what that's used for, but I think you can imagine. At first I was going to use these two beanbags from high school years, but then when I actually went back into the game, the couch is more like the ones from Dream Home Decorator, like the modular couches, but only nastier, and ended up going with two of the high school years couches instead of the beanbags. We're getting into the kitchen and the dining room area though. We've got these puke green counters, and I'm not even joking you, it's the exact same color in GTA 5 Online as it is right now. And then I'm going to use this Strangerville rug. It's got this nice funky pattern on it. I'm also going to use this Get Famous coffee table, and we're going to just clutter it up with some magazines and books and things. I'll save the lotion and the tissues for the bedroom. I decided to add this door over here in the kitchen because in the game you can go to the front door and it'll take you to the garage and outside your apartment or your house. So I figured it would be nice to just be able to walk into the garage from the kitchen, because I put some things in there for activities, and I will give her like a car out of Debug. It's not the exact copy of what she has. She has an LG RH8 and it's like purple. At least that's the car that I drive the most. She also has a Bravado Banshee in gray and pink, but the LG is the one that I drive around the most because I have the most modifications on it. And it's pretty cool because I started it off as like a stock car that I got for free, and I've just been upgrading it ever since, and now it goes so much faster than it used to. And I usually just like drive around and do missions. Sometimes I have like a motorcycle club that I do stuff with. My character Crybaby runs a counterfeit cash business, so I'll just do missions for that and like mind my own business as much as I can and try to avoid as many other players as I possibly can. The other day I was playing and I was in my counterfeit cash business, and this person came along while I was inside, put a ton of like sticky bombs on the door, and when I came out of the business, it crashed my game with how many bombs they had placed. I'm like, oh my god, why? Why'd you do that? Like, I don't know what they were trying to do because I didn't have any cash on me and I wasn't starting a mission. They just intentionally came over to screw my day up. But most of the time people are pretty chill in GTA Online. There are like obviously some people who just want to just see the world burn, and they just like murk everybody, and usually everybody just gangs up on that person in the lobby until they leave. And then everybody just kind of goes back to what they were doing. Is it a very nice thing to do? Maybe not, but if they started it, then most people are going to end it. I'm going to be using Crybaby Crystal as my tester sim today. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, I used her in the mold death video that I did a couple weeks ago, and she is the Sims version of my GTA Online character. She's hot-headed, evil, and nosy. She has the public enemy aspiration, which gives her the dastardly bonus trait. She might not be the nicest sim, but she is on my gallery if you want to have her in your game too. I think she's great. You'll also be able to find this house on the gallery. It's just Darth_Jeswick, just like it appears here on YouTube. But we are currently working on the office right now. I gave her a nice laptop and some fun posters. I'm also going to hide the gold bars and the money bag from the career rewards, like somewhere in the office, because Crybaby is a criminal and she runs a counterfeit cash business. She's going to have some cash on her because she's no longer managing that motel in Strangerville. At this point, I'm just making up my own lore for Crybaby. And it took me such a long time to be able to get her on the gallery. I actually had to remake crybaby and have her name not be crybaby because the word crybaby is banned on the gallery. Just if you guys didn't know that. Just a little FYI. Also, I've had the strangest 2 weeks. Like, this new year is just so weird already, and it's only day 2. Like, a couple weeks ago, I was at the store just like picking up some like frozen pizzas and just random stuff that I needed because we didn't have any just to put in my freezer. And this lady stops me, like just out of nowhere. No idea who this lady was. She was like, "Those are really bad for you." And then just keeps walking. And I'm like, "Okay, thank you so much. I didn't know that you were coming over for dinner." And then this morning at work, somebody that I know came in and was like, "Oh my God, you must be getting ready to have another child." And I'm like, "No, actually, I can't even have another child. I got my tubes tied last year." And I don't want to like brag, I don't want to talk about my body, but I work out on a pretty consistent basis, so I'm not like overweight anymore, because I used to be like very overweight, but I don't think I look like I'm like ready to pop, because that's what this guy said. He was like, "Oh, you look like you're about to ready to pop out another baby," and I'm like, "Oh my God, who says that to somebody?" And then last night I had to bartend, and it was just the worst night ever. Like, I was there by myself. The other person that was supposed to be with me called in sick and they couldn't find a replacement. And I work in a restaurant, and I just had the worst night last night. I'm normally like the baker at my restaurant, but I had to bartend because I do have some cross training, and I was so flustered. I had like 7 tables all at once. I was just so confused. Like, our POS system updated, and it's been like since September since I've actually bartended, so I had no idea how to punch in anything on this new system, and I was getting like super overwhelmed. I just couldn't focus at all last night. I don't know what was wrong with me, but this new year is just like kicking my butt already. And immediately after I posted this house on the gallery, somebody commented on it telling me not to bully people. I don't know who I've bullied on the gallery, but I don't think I have, ever. I don't think this person means any harm, but it's still a little odd. Like, I genuinely don't know where that comment would have even come from, because I don't comment on other people's galleries that often, because I usually am the one posting on the gallery. I don't really download other people's stuff that often, but it's just par for the course for how my last couple of days have been going. I've just been really sensitive lately. I don't know why. But right now we're just working on the landscaping. I've got the terrain smoothed out enough so that your Sims should be able to walk up and down it without having any issues. I also have our car in here. It's one of the fancy ones from Get Famous. I gave her a few planters outside. We also have a bar and a grill out there on the patio. We also have like some nice lounge chairs so that your Sims can tan. I'm gonna add some of these nasty coffee cups from the Everyday Clutter Kit. And I love the new dish drying rack from the For Rent pack, so I'm going to use that too. And of course, I couldn't forget the lotion and the tissues. I just put them in the bedroom and not in the living room like they did in GTA. There we go, it looks all nice. I'm also going to use the towel bar with the like messed up towels. They also look kind of green and moldy, so that's fun. And surprisingly, your GTA self can shower. I don't think it does anything for them. It might heal your health, but it doesn't really matter if they shower in GTA 5. But we kind of have to have one. I'm also going to use the ripped toilet paper decoration from the bathroom clutter kit. I just think it's fun. I'm also going to use this file folder box and the postcard board, because in GTA 5 they have a lot of these like huge cork boards that you can put missions on, and I added a couple of the postcards just to show where the missions are going to be at. They also improve your Sims environment, which is nice. And of course, we can't forget our gold bars and money bag. We also have the little graph chart there. I figured that we could use that just to show our profits for the quarter for our counter for cash business. And we also stole Princess Cordelia's necklace, so we have that on display in her office as well. But that is all for today's speed build. We're getting to the tour right now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button because it really helps out. I try to upload a couple videos a week, so subscribe and hit the bell button to get a notification every time I post a new video. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in the next video. Dag dag!
Flarvin.